Hello, and welcome to 31 Days of Horror at CinePhellas. That's right, CinePhellas, the only place where if you were to mix Millie Vanilli with Bobby Brown, you would get Millie Bobby Brown. Now that's something that's kind of scary. All right, well, I know we're going to talk about the movie Speak No Evil, and there's actually a lot to talk about with this movie. That pun was intended. And I just want to really talk about James McAvoy and like the overall movie. But before we really get into that,
You're gonna go out there and be completely normal.
We've been pretending it's normal since we got here. Dad?
Remember that time you guys came to stay? And you flipped out and tried to leave without saying goodbye?
Kevin, do you want to just tell us the plot real quick?
Yeah, it's Mackenzie Davis, and I forgot the other guy's name. Do you remember his name?
Scoot McNairy.
Yeah, Schoon McGarry. Yeah, they basically meet McAvoy, and there's a sinister vibe. We've seen this trailer in every movie leading up to it. Like, it's gonna be weird not seeing this thing anymore. And they're invited to a farm by James McAvoy and his wife, and really strange things start happening. Like, I don't want to give too much away because I think the less you know about this one going in, the better. And I thought they kept a lot to the chest, even though this trailer was everywhere.
I'd have to agree with you. Every movie we went to see this summer, we saw the trailer for Speak No Evil, and I still felt like they didn't give a lot away.
Yeah,
Like, which is a good thing because I went into this movie with super low expectations. I know this is a movie, a Danish movie. It came out in 2022, 2 years ago. I didn't really know too much about it. Low expectations, but I had a good time with this at the movie theater. A lot of good suspense, and McAvoy really stole the show.
Did you guys see the Danish version? Because I haven't seen it.
no, I've never seen it.
No. And from what I've heard, the Danish version is like way more violent than this one. So I really need to see it now.
It's a
Yeah,
Danish movie, that's what they do.
you could probably take a guess what the ending is like as opposed to what happens here. Because it's a Danish movie.
One thing too, with I just want to talk about like the cast real quick because like James McAvoy, like we've seen him in like I don't know if it was just me, but he looks physically threatening in this movie. Like he looks like he's been hitting the gym, and I'm like
Yeah,
he's not that scrawny kid from Wanted or Charles Xavier anymore. And I just feel like his body is like it's physically scary, and he's very like that toxic masculinity for the character, like how Mackenzie Davis is like vegetarian and he's like, no, just eat a piece of meat. So I thought like little things like that were like it made the person intimidating without having to make them like what we would see in like a slasher movie, for instance. But that's just me with like how he physically looks.
Yeah, he packed on a lot of muscle in this role. I noticed that too. He's not the scrawny guy anymore. He's got like 100 pounds of muscle on him now and super intimidating. And there's something really off about him throughout the film, like something unsettling. Like you never know when he's about to like just blow up like at any second. I thought that was really great. Kept me on the edge of my seat.
yeah. I
Honestly,
thought.
he reminds me of you, Logan. Like if I went on a vacation and I saw
Oh
some
wow.
guy across the table and some boring conversation, that's something you would do like that.
Yeah, I probably would actually. But yeah, Mackenzie Davis and Scoot McNairy, I thought they were really convincing as this American couple. I don't know if you guys ever saw the show *Halt and Catch Fire* on AMC. They're both
Yeah,
in it. And I love they had really good chemistry, even though they're going through some stuff with their marriage in this movie. I thought they're really great together on screen.
yeah. That goes back to what I was saying about the movie keeping everything to the chest. I thought that storyline was very well done. You felt for both characters. You saw both characters' sides of why their marriage is failing. Also, the wife, Logan, you said her name before. I thought she was very good. I think she was really creepy in this movie. I thought the kids were really good. I just thought the entire cast worked well together. On top of, obviously James McAvoy was incredible in this movie.
Truthfully, I don't know Mackenzie Davis all that well. I just know her from Terminator and Blade Runner, I think. I liked her in this movie. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
she
no,
was
she was
good.
good.
Just the Ben, that's his name in the movie, right? The husband. Mackenzie Davis is like the badass at the end, and he's like,
Yeah,
I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. And she's like, snap out of it. I was like, yeah, he needed that.
She was
Oh,
about
and
to give
that little girl with that stuffed rabbit. I hated that stuffed rabbit or whatever the hell it was. Hoppy.
I'm
Yeah,
like, leave the
he was
damn
annoying.
rabbit there. I'm like, we're not driving back. No. We'll buy you
Like
another one.
serious.
It's just, like it's not worth it at that point.
And then she like kicks the seat, like, I want Hoppy right now. And she kicks the seat while he's driving. I would have been like, bitch, like, stop.
Yeah, they
My
almost
great
get hit by a
parents.
truck too, right?
I mean, there's so many red flags in this movie that'd be like, hey, this is not a good idea. Like right from the get-go of the movie, right? You meet this couple in Italy and like, hey, let's go to your house in the countryside of England. Since we met you like 5 minutes ago, there's so many red flags. And then throughout the film, stupid
Well, has that
Americans are
ever happened to you guys?
not yet, but I'm waiting for it.
I was on Virgin Cruise one time and there was this lady and like her husband, and we were just eating like lunch with them, and they're like, "You should walk the island with us." And I'm like, "Nah, I've seen too many horror movies. I know how this is gonna go."
Like it's a horror flick. You don't know what's going to happen. But there's like so many more layers to this movie, especially with like the relationship, the kids, previous families, and stuff like that. There's so much more to that than what I expected. And I thought it was really great writing.
Yeah, I
No,
think they used the
yeah.
house very well at the end when they all hide in the house and McAvoy and whatever the guy's name was, his friend, were haunting him. So that was very well done too with the direction. Who did this one? Do you know?
James Watkins.
Oh,
Mhm. Just wanted to say the kid with the tongue, the missing tongue, he was amazing.
yeah,
Yeah. Because he has to like convey everything, like with just emotion and like the stuff that he was like doing to lead up to it. Like, hey, notice the watches, they all have different names on it. Like I thought that was like really well done because just the way he built up the tension with just his emotions without saying anything. And I also thought it was like really cool when they were, I don't want to spoil it, but the the dungeon or the lair underneath when they were playing football, I was like, that was like a holy shit moment for me.
I didn't see that coming at the end. What that
Me
had to do
neither.
with the watches and families and stuff. That was really good. Like, oh shit, didn't see that coming. But what I was going to say, I thought the whole like farmhouse and the countryside was like its own character. It was really cool, like backdrop and character.
yeah,
Added a lot of layers, suspense, and spookiness to the movie too.
But also the movie is like supposed to be like a message on like classism and things like that at the end. So I appreciate that. It's like a horror movie with a message. But I had zero complaints with this movie, honestly. I thought it was, I don't like to use the word perfect, but I'm like, I liked it a lot. It was a surprise. Oh, to me, this is a 5 out of 5. I have zero complaints. I love it.
Damn, perfect score.
how about you, Logan?
Yeah.
I walked out of the movie theater super happy and smile on my face. So that's always a good sign. Me and Molly were talking about it for a few days after seeing it. Great cast here, great suspense, great backdrop. I thought everybody was really great. James McAvoy really the standout, but I thought Mackenzie Davis, Scoot McNairy were also fantastic. A movie I would definitely rewatch again, especially during the Halloween season. Really impressed, and now it has my interest to see the original. So I had a great time with this. I would give Speak No Evil. I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Mackenzie Davis hair pieces.
Yeah, everything that you just said. I'm not going to repeat it, but yeah, four, solid four for me. I really like this film a lot.
Just one more thing I want to say. I'm not sure if I can believe it because it's Twitter and you can't trust Twitter nowadays. But apparently, M. Night Shyamalan was in talks to direct this movie. I don't know if you guys heard that.
I'm
I
glad he
knew
didn't.
that.
I
Yeah,
was thinking it would have been a completely different movie.
yeah. So we've been.
We probably would have hated it compared to loving it because he would botch the ending like always.
All right, well, that does it for our review of Speak No Evil. Make sure you check out other reviews and other videos for our 31 days of Halloween and horror. We got Terrifier, Smile too. There's a lot of good horror movies this year. We might even go back and review some horror movies. We can review Blink twice. To me, that was the biggest horror movie this year. All right, but until then, Logan, what do we always say?
Cheers and happy Halloween.